All right, good afternoon. I'm Olivia, and I'm going to guide you through a, a floor-focused flow today. We're in the fitness room here at the Extension office. Just a few reminders: if you are part of the fitness challenge, you're joining us today. Don't forget to complete your check-in. You can get that check-in link on the event site. We do have some winners. Congratulations to those. If you have any comments, want to chat while we're live, you can type that in the chat feature on your screen. And of course, this is recorded. You can come back and view it at your convenience. So, before we get started with our yoga practice, I want to encourage you to grab some type of prop. You might not have yoga blocks at home. Maybe you have books or a little stool so that you can support yourself as you need. So let's get started. Like all practices, we're going to begin in the seated position. We will begin our grounding, taking a few deep breaths in through the nose, out through the nose, bringing that awareness to the breath, and then beginning to deepen it. And I think if you've joined us last time, I talked about counting to a number. So find your number, maybe go one higher. This is your time to slow the breath, quiet the mind, and then become very present in this moment. Slowly begin to release the hands into the lap. Maybe bring the eyes to a close or a gentle gaze in front of you. Again, quieting the mind, focusing on this present moment. Begin to root your sits bones. And those are those bones in your bottom that we sit on all the time. Try to root those down into the mat. And then on the inhale, you'll grow tall through the spine, trying to make a little bit of space. And the next exhale, we'll let the shoulders melt down the back. As we begin to relax the body, find some integrity in the spine and core. And then nice intentional breath. And when you're ready, we'll bring some awareness back to the body. Release the hands alongside the body and tuck the chin to the chest. Feeling that stretch through the back of the neck. As you inhale, leave the hands where they are. Send the chin up towards the sky, gazing towards the ceiling. Feeling that stretch through the throat. It may feel good to open and close the mouth. And then bringing the head to neutral. We'll begin in a seated position. We're going to change the way our legs are oriented. So option number 1 is to cross the legs so that the knees come in line with one another and the heels are out by the hips. This doesn't feel good for everyone, and sometimes your knee will be way up towards your body. That's fine. You can also extend one leg out long. Either way, we're bringing the left leg underneath, right leg on top. Taking a deep breath in, send both arms up overhead. As you exhale, we'll twist to the right, bringing that left arm to the outside, of that right leg. You want to point those fingertips either energetically towards the ground or towards the sky. We'll use this left arm as leverage to increase our twist, being gentle with the body. Maybe you begin to take the gaze over the right shoulder or just to the right. Depends on the neck. And then for the counter deep breath in, send the arms up overhead, and exhale, we twist to the left. You bring the hands to the left side. I can place both of my hands down on the floor. Maybe you can't. You can come up on the fingertips. You can utilize your blocks here. If your legs are crossed, or switch them, or we'll try this cute way to do it. If you want to just switch them, you can. You can press into your palms and come up onto your feet. You can walk your hands all the way around. Let your right knee come down to the mat, and then your left, and your legs are crossed in the opposite direction. So that's just a fun thing to do. If you can't do it, just switch your legs. Again, your right leg can go out straight if you'd like. From here, we take a deep breath in. Send the arms up overhead. And as we exhale, we twist the left, bringing the left hand behind the body, right arm to the outside of that left leg. And you'll notice how when I put my arm here, I really press into that arm and open up the chest. You pull that left shoulder back. You pull the belly button into the spine. You grow tall, finding that space. Then you begin to look over the left shoulder if that feels good for you. Next inhale, we send the arms up overhead for our counter twist. We exhale to the right, bringing the hands to the right side of the body. Both hands can come to the floor if you'd like. If they don't really want to do that, you can come up on your fingertips, or you can always utilize your blocks under your hands. And as we inhale, we come back center. We'll send the arms up overhead, elongating that spine one last time, and exhale the hands alongside the body, tucking that chin to the chest. Sending the legs out to the side, we make our way into a tabletop position. In tabletop, your knees are under your hips, your wrists are under your shoulders. You press all 5 fingers into the mat. We'll prepare for a few rounds of cat-cow. When you're ready, on the inhale, you drop that belly button down, send the chin up towards the sky for your cow. And exhale, you round chin to chest, belly button reaches up towards the sky. And inhale, drop it down. Maybe this time you tuck the toes and gaze up towards the sky. And exhale, you round. Untuck the toes, press into the palms and the tops of the feet, round the back. Last time, inhale, move, drop that belly down. And exhale, round. We meet back in a neutral tabletop position. Next inhale sends the right leg out. Hold it here, belly button to spine. If this feels good, you can stay right here. If you'd rather advance, you reach the left arm out. Belly button pulled into the spine, deep breath. And on the exhale, we round, bringing the knee in to meet the elbow. And inhale, extend. Exhale, round knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Last time. Exhale, round knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Hold it one last time. Exhale the left hand down, and this time sweep the right leg through. This is your Anjali Asana, your monkey pose. You can grab a block on either side of the foot. Shift the hips forward and you pull the shoulder heads back. You can keep your hands on the ground. You can bring your hands to your hips, or you can inhale and your arms up overhead. And we'll take a bit of movement here. As you exhale, you bring your hands down if they're up. You straighten that front leg. You send the hips back over the calf and forehead down towards the sky, toes up towards the sky. Or forehead down towards the shin, toes up towards the sky. Excuse me. Inhale, come forward. Keep those hands down. And exhale, hinge it back. Straighten that leg. Bow down. Inhale, come forward, gaze up. And exhale back. Last time. Inhale, coming forward. And exhale, going back. And if you use blocks, you'll just walk them forward and back. Forward, last time, stay here, hold it. 2 breaths. Arms up overhead if you'd like. Up to you. Plant the hands on the mat. Bring the right knee back to meet the left. We'll prepare for knees, chest, chin. You bring your chest in line with your hands. And as you exhale, you lower down. Chin and chest to the mat. Inhale, you press into the palms as you inchworm your way forward for upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, you make your way back into child's pose. Releasing the forehead down to the mat, reach the fingertips forward. Deep breath in through the nose, out through the nose. Next inhale, we make our way back up, tabletop pose. Bring those wrists under the shoulders, the knees under the hips, belly button to spine. We find our bird dog on the inhale, kicking the left leg back this time. Right arm will reach forward if you want. Otherwise, you can keep that right hand down. You want to find a nice balance here, and on the exhale, we'll round. You either bring the knee in or you bring the elbows in to meet the knee. And inhale, extend. And round, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Last time, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Plant that right hand, swing that left leg through. You find your Anjali Asana. Again, in Anjali Asana, many variations. You shift those hips forward. You'll notice that my knee goes past my ankle. In this pose, we're working into those hips. So the hands down may feel good. Hands can come to the hips, or arms can come up overhead. You'll notice the pose is much deeper when the hands are down than when the arms are up. So if you need that nice deep stretch in the hips, find some support. It's not about making it easier, because it's definitely not easier. It's about finding what your body needs. Let's find our Ardha Hanumanasana, our half split, straightening that front leg. Walk those hands back, hips over the calf, forehead towards the shin, toes up towards the sky. A couple of things with pyramid pose. Sometimes it feels good to have those blocks. Sometimes this can be very intense if you really flex those feet in the calf, so you don't have to work as hard if it feels too intense. Let's walk forward. Find that Anjali Asana. Keep the hands down. And exhale, we come back. Straighten that leg. Bring the hands back. Inhale, we come forward. And exhale, we go back. Last time, inhale, coming forward. Sink those hips down. Bring the left knee back to meet the right. For knees, chest, chin. Bring the chest in line with the hands and exhale. Lower the chest and chin to the mat. Inhale, you inchworm your way forward. Find that upward facing dog or cobra. Pull those shoulder heads back. Let's hold it here for 2 breaths. So if it feels too intense, lower down. Find the support you need. You don't have to hang on for dear life. Exhale back into your child's pose. Release your hips to your heels, forehead towards the mat. We're going to do that same flow over again, a little faster this time. Inhale back into your tabletop pose. Find your bird dog on the right. Right leg goes back, left arm comes forward and round on the exhale. Inhale, extend, and exhale, round. Last time, inhale, extend, left hand comes down, right foot comes through. Find your Anjali Asana, full expression of the pose. You inhale, either arms up overhead or hands to the hips. Find the support that you need, though. Exhale, hands come down. You find your block or the floor, straighten the front leg, Ardha Hanumanasana. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, make it back. Inhale, forward. And exhale, bring it back to hold. You straighten that leg, that right leg. Toes up towards the sky, forehead down towards the shin. Deep breath in through the nose, out through the nose. Inhale, we come forward. And exhale, the right knee goes back to meet the left knee's chest, chin. Lower down with control. Inchworm up toward cobra. And exhale, child's pose. Inhale, tabletop. Find your bird dog on the left. Inhale, left leg goes back, right arm reaches forward. Exhale, we round. Inhale, we reach. Exhale, we round. Inhale, we reach. Last time, exhale, round. Inhale, reach. Right hand comes down. Find your Anjali Asana. Left leg comes through. Now, not everybody's left leg comes through real quick like that. Sometimes you have to move it forward. That's fine. You take your time. You learn to round. That's why we practice a little bit first. Find the full expression of your Anjali Asana on your inhale. Maybe your arms coming up over your head, your hands to your hips. Last breath here. And exhale the hands down. Frame the front foot. Straighten the front leg. Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits. Forehead comes down towards the shin, toes towards the sky. We move on the inhale, coming forward. Keep the hands down. And exhale, we go back. Inhale, we go forward. And exhale, we make our way back. Hold it here. Find the full expression of the pose for you. Breathe into that left hamstring. Deep breath in through the nose, out through the nose. Inhale, we come forward. Hands frame the front foot. And exhale, left knee goes back to meet the right. We find our knees, chest, chin. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, making your way forward, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, find your child's pose. Release. And then slowly making your way up. We'll send the legs out to the side. We find a seated position, preparing for our Lincoln log pose or stacked log pose. Sometimes I forget the names, but left leg on the bottom, right leg on the top. So your right foot comes to your left knee. Some people will have a big gap here. Some options are to stuff some stuff in that gap if it feels unbearable. This whole thing may feel unbearable. Another option is to lie on your back and find your supine pigeon, bringing your figure 4 with your leg coming in towards your body. So this kind of like a double pigeon here. If this works for you, this feels good. I want to flex those feet nice and strong. We're going to take a few breaths here. You can stay seated. If you want, you can come forward. You can bring your hands on down to the ground. Maybe that doesn't feel good. You also have the option to place your hands on a block or forearms on a block. I am still here. Just let me get my camera back in action. All right. Just a few more breaths. We're coming to the end of our practice. Begin to slow down the breath and quiet the mind. Try to breathe into that right hip. If you're working into your supine pigeon, you're laying on. Otherwise, you stay right here. Again, this is the advancement of the pose. The supine pigeon would be your modification. Let's switch legs. Bringing the right underneath the left this time. Again, flexing those feet if you can get them crossed. If this doesn't feel good, you can always place a little block here underneath that left leg. Or you can find your way onto your back and bring your left knee into your chest. Come forward if you'd like. Again, remembering to breathe into that left hip. For some people, this may feel completely and utterly impossible, and that's fine. It's all about your hip mobility. A reminder here that everyone started somewhere. And slowly make your way back up. If you're on your back, you find your seated position. You can release the legs, finding easy pose. That's legs crossed. Seated up nice and tall. If you have a block or something you'd like to sit on, sometimes that feels good in easy pose. I'm going to take a moment here just to close out our practice, taking a few deep breaths in through the nose, out through the nose, coming back to our bodies, bringing ourselves back to the world. Before we do so, taking a moment for ourselves, some quiet space. And that last deep inhale in through the nose, out through the nose. And I thank you for joining me I hope that you've enjoyed this practice. Sorry for the small technical difficulty there just a bit ago. We have it all under control now. I hope you are enjoying the fitness challenge. This is our last week together. Of course, these videos live on our YouTube page. You can go back and view them at your convenience. Thank you again for watching. Namaste.